Hello and welcome to the This Calls for Confetti channel. I am Karen Day from over at A Little Kinder, and I am excited today to bring you an ink blended card. We're going to start out using the stencil set called Forest Landscape to create our background. I am using Distress ink and tumbled glass and iced spruce to create the sky portion of my card. I am going to ink blend the iced spruce over the tumbled glass to kind of give it a little bit of a winter sky look. I want my ink blending to be darker around the edges and lighter in the center of my card. Next step is going to be to get some trees onto our card, and we're going to actually use a couple of different distress inks. We're going to use bundled sage, peeled paint, and forest moss to make our trees stand out from the background. One of the things that I really enjoyed about using this stencil set is the way that Lisa created them. The line that's across the bottom of the tree stencil is thin enough that you can slide it under the card without it creating any kind of a bump as you come into ink blend. Now, to make our forest really look thick and lush and forestry, we are going to create a couple of layers of trees using the background stencil. Here I'm adding some dimension, going back and forth between the different colors of ink. You can see when I pull away the stencil how that has given depth to our trees so that they don't all look like they are at the same area. Now, I want to come in and add some detailed trees, some trees that are not in that outline. So I'm going to use one of the individual tree stencils, and we're going to add in some different places these long, skinny trees. Now, one of the fun things is that these trees can be layered on top of each other to really give uniqueness to each tree, kind of like you would see in the forest. Here I'm going to move my stencil up higher than the tree is. So it kind of fades there into the background, almost like it's coming up from behind the trees that are in front. Once I really feel like I've got a good full background of trees, we're going to use this background to create a card with. So we are going to make a shaker card. So we're going to start with an A2 size card front that we have cut and scored. Then we're going to take some of our green cardstock and we're going to cut that just slightly larger than our card front panel. Using the A2 shaker pocket, full front shaker pocket, we are going to make our shaker card. Using some ink, I'm going to add the word believe up into the corner of our background that we ink blended. Then we're going to center that card front into the shaker pocket. What is fantastic about these shaker pockets is they go side to side, top to bottom on your card, allowing you to create a shaker card without a lot of supplies. You don't need a lot of 3D tape and you don't need to cut and measure. These just slide right onto the back and create a full front shaker card. Here I've added in some walnut sequins. I've added in some of the dusty gold and some of the copper, as well as the cloudy day sequins to give the shaky shake to my shaker card. Our next step is going to be to attach this to the front of our card. One of the things to remember is that you are going to have a slight edge around this because of the way that the panel fits together. So I like to cut my panels in just a little bit shorter to give me a little more white edge around my card. We finish this card off by adding to the front one of these stamped Sasquatch, sentimental Sasquatches from the set. And we have a fun shaky shake card that we created using the new stencils. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.